You know, usually the drums are one of the first things you have to get, like, is a great drum sound when you finally get in the studio. That's usually the main reason you got the studio in the first place, because especially today, people can make, they can record guitars pretty well in their closet at home. They can record, vocals in the bathroom. But drum sounds, always sound great on a great console, in some stairwell, in some magical studio setting. The studio at the Palms where we recorded had great drum sounds. When we recorded, we basically brought everything I had into the studio, because our theory was, we always want to try things. We always want to hear how it sounds, and then decide at the end, as a democracy, kind of vote on what sounds the best. That's been our model with all of our songwriting from the beginning. We had a great drum tech on the album, and he brought in, vintage floor toms that were made of metal, and he had a long conversation with me before we started about exactly what drum sounds we wanted, and he brought all his knowledge into there, and he brought a bunch of his toys into the studio too, so we had that advantage. The setup I have live is one of the permutations I had in the studio, and it became my favorite throughout the process, and kind of became what I decided I wanted my live sound to be for the tour. So I had all the stuff that I'm using on the tour in the studio. In this particular case, I have 13-inch hi-hats, Ks, a 20-inch K dark ride to the right, 18-inch dark ride that I crash on, and a 22-inch Constantinople K that I will crash, but it's kind of a wider, broader sound. It's more for builds and sustains and swells. One of the difficulties is, since you're one of the first ones to record, you don't have the luxury of like the magic of the track when you're going into it. It's kind of, the pressure's on you to get that bass going for everyone else. And then everyone else, when they're recording, gets, the live drum sounds, and you kind of see the song getting born before your eyes. But as a drummer, usually when you go in, you have to kind of imagine that yourself and give it all you got and just lay it down with as much imagination as you can. Fallen was a demo we all really liked. It was very anthemic. We decided to make a big statement and open the show with it. It's got a lot of drum sounds, it's got a lot of energy, and it's really fast, 16th note based song. We were worried it was almost too cliche, but then we were like, we all, when we were voting on which songs were going to make the record, we all loved it. We loved the way it turned out. We were really proud of it.